and top management as well in the country. Of course, our business has become extremely global in the last few years, and particularly with our move into American boxing. Had the pleasure of promoting some of the biggest names in American boxing, promoting some of the biggest shows, but we wanted to do something a little bit different. It was important for us that we could provide a facility for our stable and our talent that we felt was trusted, we felt was elite, with top trainers and, as I said, top facilities. And our long-standing relationship with Pete Berg, who has just as much passion for boxing, I think, as anyone we've ever met. Anyone that decides to run his own gym is definitely crazy, but it's been an incredible journey for him, which he'll talk about shortly. And for us, just really, as I said, to make sure that our stable of fighters have the opportunity to train stateside, to train in California as well, in this elite environment. Of course, Charlie Sims, who we work closely with in the UK as well, been integral to put this together. And before I go to Pete, Charlie, just a few words on your involvement. Of course, we see the Matchroom gym in the UK with Tony, and now a facility in America as well.
Yeah, we have such a successful model in the UK, and working with Tony, developing that gym, we've got a lot of the best fighters and arguably the best gym there. So it was about bringing that stateside, and the first time I walked into this gym, felt like home, felt familiar. Got to know Pedro, the head coach here, and Pedro introduced me to Peter, who's the creator and founder of this gym. So I was chomping at the bit to get this partnership going. Just felt right, and I couldn't think of two better storytellers than Eddie Hearn and Peter Berg. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really exciting journey, and I just wanted to say thank you for having me involved, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Charlie. And Pete, I'm sure as you told us stories about Canelo coming into his gym, all the tremendous fighters you've had through these doors, I'm sure, as you'll tell everyone in a second, about the times that you probably thought, like, I think we should throw these keys into the sea somewhere, and the frustration of owning this gym, but amazing to see it in its absolute full flow here today. Absolutely.
Welcome everybody, welcome Matchroom, Eddie. As I've always said, what boxing, in my opinion, needs, one of the many things it needs is leadership and responsible, quality, visionary leadership. And as I've said many times, in my mind, Eddie is that leader. And I think it's more than anything else, just I'm very, very happy, and I'm proud of our gym that we can be in business with a man who I think is best suited to lead us into the future as a sport. So welcome. Yeah, so we've had Churchill. I had the somewhat idiotic idea to open up a boxing gym about 12 years ago. I thought it would be fun and easy. For anyone that's tried to run a boxing gym, it's sometimes fun, it's never easy. And this gym was on the verge of closing 10 years ago. I was in New Mexico filming a movie called Lone Survivor, and the gym was just running up against all kinds of problems. And it wasn't panning out to be what I thought it might be, which in my mind would be a home, particularly for professional fighters who were looking for help and were looking for some kind of consistency. And I thought we could provide that. It was sort of happening, but not really, and we're just hemorrhaging money, and the roof was falling down, and it was a nonstop headache. And I was in New Mexico, and I got a call that the sewage pipes had all exploded in the gym, and then I had to fly back and fix it. I'm in the middle of filming with Mark Wahlberg up on a mountain. A bunch of Navy SEALs were making a film, and I'm like, I can't. I flew back here after work, was here on a Saturday, cleaning the mess, which was as disgusting as anything you could imagine, and cleaned it up. My assistant left. I was here right at the front of the ring alone, ready to close the gym. And in that mirror right there, I saw a splash of red. And I realized someone was in the gym, and I turned and I looked. There's a guy standing there. He looks at me and says, "I'm looking for Peter." I said, "That's me." He said, "My name is Saul Alvarez." I said, "I know who you are." He was starting to come up. It was right before the Austin trial fight. He said, "Freddie Roach told me I could train here." I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "Could I see the gym?" I said, "Yes." Showed him. I said, "Here's the gym. There's the sauna. There's the bathroom. That's pretty much all we have." He said, "Could I do my camp here?" Yeah, man, you could do your camp here for sure. He had Eddie and Chepo and 2 Suburbans full of his whole entourage waiting out there. They all came in, put on loud mariachi music, ordered a bunch of food, and Canelo started training and doing all of his early camps here, and that started our journey into this beautiful sport. Since then, we've hosted Bivol, Triple G spent a lot of time in here, Tyson Fury, Anthony's been in here a couple of times. We've quietly survived and been, I think, a really incredible home to some of the best fighters in the world. And now with Pedro, who I believe to be one of the finest young coaches in the business, we're proud to be in business, really proud with Eddie and everyone at Matchroom. And I hope this is the beginning of a calling to pro fighters all over this country, that if you're looking for great training, you're looking for a direct connection to the best promotional business in the world, Matchroom, we're open for business. Come on down.
Well, thank you, Peter. And just again to reiterate from our side, very exciting moment. This is going to be the home for us, our base for our fighters here in the Churchill Gym, Matchroom Churchill Gym in Los Angeles, and great news for our fighters now, elite talent that they have somewhere where they can base themselves, as Peter said, with their trainers and the best trainers down here. And we're going to head to the floor to you guys for any questions while we're up here.
We can start with anyone on the end. Speak loudly. Questions?
Yeah, what was the Peter mentioned obviously the reason for the partnership, but can you maybe expand a little bit more into the details as far as is like a Matchroom ownership or co-ownership?
Just a commercial partnership on the gym, really, in terms of more the promotional side, the branding side, and working together. I think we're probably 2 guys that don't need to, outlet a load of rules and contractual issues and make things complicated. We both have a vision for the sport. We both love the sport more than anything. He loves to see the top fighters in here. He loves to see this gym flourish, and now he'll do so across not just the profile of the gym, but by having the very best fighters in the world in here. And for us as well, an opportunity for our fighters to have a home when they come to America, not just fighters coming from the different coasts of America, but our international fighters. We see a lot of our fighters fighting abroad now. Of course, with Sonny Edwards fighting this week in Phoenix, I think we've got 4 Brits in total just on that card alone. Dalton Smith, all those guys that have been in here before, they've trained out of this gym as well. And I feel like it's important to offer that to our roster of fighters. And we wouldn't really want to be anywhere else, not just because we love the gym and the location, but just Peter's vision. And it's refreshing to find people that are actually true and just care about the sport with many ulterior motives. He's got a vision for this gym, and hopefully we can help him achieve that.
And you had a fight with Diego Pacheco in Los Angeles. Is the plan to return to Los Angeles sometime next year?
For sure. I think Diego is a guy I see, dominating the 168-pound division. And one of the things missing from US boxing has been the development of fighters in their hometowns or cities. It's such a natural thing to do, but it's never really happened. You've only got to look at the success of Devin Haney returning to the Bay Area on Saturday. 16,000 people. Who knew? And that's how you build a fighter, is in their home city first and then across the country. So for Diego, he will 100% be back in Los Angeles this year.
Thank you.
Muhammad Mubarak, I kind of care about this one. In addition to some of those fighters you mentioned, Kevin Haney and maybe Ryan Garcia that fight on the network brand, will they be training more?
For us, it's about opening the doors in here to all of our talent. So a lot of those guys have got gyms. Devin spends a lot of his time in Los Angeles, as do a lot of fighters as well. So it's not about necessarily moving them from their current environment into here, but knowing that this is our facility available to our fighters. So I think in time you'll see some people spending their whole camp here, sometimes coming for sparring here, sometimes using this fantastic facility for media opportunities and obligations with our broadcasters and commercial partners as well. So I think in time you're going to see a lot more of our bigger name fighters using this as their actual home, because I think from a facilities perspective, from a location perspective, it's as good as it gets.